Okay. So, and one more point, like if we want to update a few fields, right? So we can use this lead details page, or we can use this conversation, this action bar, and then we can update few fields. Suppose update if you want to update status, right? Status of this field. So we can just type update status, or any other field. Suppose say example deal size. So update deal size. If we just type, so it will display this dialog box. So where we have only this field, and we can enter the new value, and we can click on the save. So only that particular field will be updated. Okay, so there is it needs some refresh. Just let me refresh. This is the inbuilt feature, so it doesn't need any additional setup. But if we want to update few of the fields at a time, so we can use this lead details page. So otherwise, this action can also be used to update any specific field. So the next topic is adding a panel layout. So adding, or so we'll see first how to change the given standard layouts, and then we'll see a custom layout. So we'll click on this edit visual builder, so that we will be navigating to this page. Select a project. So it opened the page. If we click on this properties, we can see the full view. Same way here. Okay, now we need to modify these sections, right? So click on this section. So, and this is the a layout we can see. So it is also standard layout, so we can't modify anything here. So if you want to modify anything, we just need to duplicate this panel container layout. So all the panels will be under this panel container layout. So we are duplicating that, and then we can see the all the list of standard panels. So so these are the standard panels, right? So even we click on this panels, so we can't duplicate, or we can't modify this standard components, standard panels. So example, we'll try this activity or lead revenue panel layout. So we'll see a read-only view. So we can't add anything here. So this means we can't modify any of the standard layouts, standard components. Even we don't have an option to duplicate and modify as per our needs. We don't have that option. So we need to create a new section. And then we can use some code to get this view. So then like if you want to add or change some content in this panel, so then the way is going to the pages, and go to digital sales, go to the object. So here we can see some of the tabs or the list panel layout containers. Suppose so activities will come directly from the activities lead contacts. So MKL lead TC members 1. So this is nothing but the lead contact tab. So we can see all the layouts for lead contacts in this particular layouts in this container. And MKL lead resources is nothing but the lead team members. So here we can see lead card layout, lead resource card layout. So this is nothing but the resource detail page on summary panel. That is nothing but on the panel. So we can see these fields, right? For example, the name, owner or not. So that is nothing but this layout. So here also we need to duplicate the layout. So it has some built-in templates. So where we can something like first name, first letter, last name, first letter. So it will be displayed as avatar. So in this template, and then party name, right? So party name and then owner. So that is nothing but the primary flag. So if primary flag is Y, so then it will display as owner. So otherwise member. Function role, it doesn't have any value, so it didn't display in the layout. If we want to add one more field, same way we can add, and we can then just preview. I just added access level code. If it has a value, it will display in the page layout. Otherwise, it won't display. So, and similarly, lead resource create. So the create page, like if you want to add any lead team member, so this is the layout we can use for creating. So I'm adding few fields to the create page. Function role. And I'm previewing. So now to create or to add a team member, right? So we need to use this action bar. So add team member. So we can use this action add team member to create a new record in team. So we need to select the team member, and we need to choose whether it's an owner or not. So if we choose yes, so this will be the new owner, and access a function. Okay. It created a record, and it go. We are in the we are in another page, that is the uh, list view page. So now if we go back to the overview page, we can see these fields, the newly added fields. So if we compare the previous one, we have added one more field, right? So that is coming here. So if it has value, it will come. Otherwise, it won't come. Okay, and similarly, lead resource update layout. So this is when we go to the edit page, and if we go to actions, and then if we click on edit, so the layout will appear, right? So this edit team member is nothing but uh, lead resource update layout. So currently we have only one field. So if we add any fields, so that will come here. Those fields will come in the edit page. So currently these two fields are present: function and primary flag. And the last layout, right? So is the subview layout. This is nothing but the this section. So where we can see the list of team members, right? So this section is, or this section is called lead resource subview layout. So we can modify the listed fields, or we can rearrange, right? So by editing this layout. So every layout has to be duplicated. So these are the few fields. So this is how we can modify for the existing or standard panels, uh, uh, standard panel layouts.
Any doubts, guys? Anything? Any queries? All right.
Okay.
Fine, Sunil. Let's move ahead to the next one. Yeah.
Yeah. And next, so we will see how to add a custom panel layout to this layout. So till now we have modified the existing tabs, right? So we will add a new template and we will see. So again, I'm going to the edit page. So now again it is loaded. So if we want to add some section to this panel layout container, right? So we just need to click on this section. So we will see this section, this panels again, and to create a new uh, panel, right? So we need to use this add section button. So create a new section. So in this example, we will take lead nodes. So this subtab is not available, but as an example, we can take this nodes. So we can see this lead nodes at the end. So if you want to move to the top, we need to use this move up or move down buttons. Okay. Okay, we created a new section that is a empty section. So, so this is how it will look like, the empty section. Okay. So before that, we'll see this condition also. So if we want to make these panels also visible based on some conditions, so we can use this editor, function editor, so where we can get the values of maybe user based, right? So we can pull that. So in this example, I will be using roles. So just drag and drop. Uh, it says application user dot roles, but if we use this application dot user roles, it didn't work. So but user dot roles is working. So I'll use user dot roles includes the role code. Okay, let me take the role code. Okay, but this is the way we can get the we can use. So this will evaluate, or let me take from a different layout. So in update layout, we use this condition, right? So we can use we can view the in the edit mode, we can display this the code for this conditions. So if we just click on this, we'll see the code. From this, we can copy the role code. Again, we'll edit.
So guys, the this dynamic layouts is the dynamic layout for the panel. It's similar to what we have in the application composer. Now in application composer, we do all the changes within that one creation of the duplicate layout, right? Where we can remove the sub tab also, update the fields also, the overview part also. But in VBS, there are different layouts for those parts, right? So overview has a different part, summary has a different part, then the panel is a different, like your sub tabs, the panel has a different layout to be updated. So yeah, it's a additional effort, we can call it, to make changes to different layouts to make the entire change. But yeah, that's the difference if we want to, let's say, map it to the application composer. Yes, Sunil, go ahead.
Yeah, Mohit. So we added the condition. So since this condition is satisfied, this new section is displayed. So if we make this as false, so we don't see this the newly added tab. So I just made it to become false. So it didn't appear the lead nodes. So it defaulted to the standard layout. Right. So I'll change back. So now if you want to edit this lead notes tab, so just click on this lead notes tab, and we will be navigating to the this design screen. And if you go to code mode, so this is the empty template created with the lead note with lead note name. So we need to add formatting or content to this empty template. So from the Oracle doc, we got some sample sample template or code for this panel layout. So we will be using that for this example. That is called fold out panel, right? So this particular code will give in the fold out view for this panel. I'll call it as a lead notes, and I need to end this tag. And then this particular code is for to give the view all region link. So like view all contacts, right? So view all nodes to get that link. So we can use this link. So here we need to modify a few variables that will modify after some time. Okay. So now we need to add the data to this layout. So for that, we go to the data, and then we go to the services. If we expand services, we will see the list of REST connections that are already exposed, and we will go to the object. And if we have the child objects, right? So we can expand, and then we can select the correct endpoint. So in this case, I'm selecting get many. So just drag and drop to the code, right? And it will say render as, it will give few options, render as table, list, right? So I'll select render as list. So it will ask the label name. So we need to give that label name and the fields to select. So in this case, I'm adding only a few fields, that is note number and note title. And in this section, we need to modify which note records we need to map, we need to see, right? So for that, from the page variables, like the record, whichever we open will contain this ID, the lead ID. So this ID will have the opened record, lead ID. So that we are mapping to the lead ID to filter the nodes. So that we'll get the only nodes that are belong to the opened lead. So once we map uh, and if we finish, that code will be added here. Okay, so this is the code added by selecting this get call, and it gives this data in this variable note list SDP. So we'll just change the variables for view all nodes column. Basically, for this, for view all nodes, we need to configure few other steps to navigate to the nodes page. So in this session, we are not going to cover that. Maybe we'll see in further sessions. So in this session, we will see the overview layout. So now we come back to design mode. Okay, we will see this as a view. We will just preview this. Yes, we'll refresh and we'll try back. So again, I'm previewing. Okay, it displayed this section, but it doesn't have any note records. So it doesn't display any data. So we'll add a few records to note so that we'll see the change. We'll create one more. Now we will refresh one more time to get the latest data. Okay. So it appeared these two records here. So like this, we can add the new sections or new panels to this layout. So depending on the code that we have, we can write. So we can see here itself, we can see different templates, right? So we might get that templates from document, and then we can apply those, or we can modify so using JavaScript. So this is one template, and this is list, right? Similarly, we can get these kind of things.